I shared with the clergy earlier today that after much prayer and after consultation with the Standing Committee, I have decided that the time has come to begin the process leading to the election of my successor as Bishop of our diocese. I want to assure you that there is no problem or matter of concern behind this. My health is good and the diocese is healthy too, but I'm well aware that the responsibilities of this role and the constant travel are more and more difficult as the years go by. The length of this process under our canons means that I have needed to be anticipating what my energy and health will likely be in 2 years, and I want to be able to serve you fully until my successor is in place. This summer, the Standing Committee took the initial steps under the canons of the Anglican Church in North America to seek the approvals of the Provincial Executive Committee and the College of Bishops that are required before I could make this announcement. Those approvals have now been received. The process of electing a new bishop is clearly spelled out in our canons. Here's how it will unfold. This fall, following our diocesan synod in November, the Standing Committee will choose the nominating committee of 5 clergy and 6 laity from names submitted by rectors or vicars and senior wardens. The nominating committee will be responsible to receive and consider names for possible election as our next bishop. The final slate of at least 3 names will be announced next summer. There will then be opportunities for the clergy and lay delegates to the electing synod to get to know the nominees. We expect to have a special synod to elect the next bishop in October 2022. The College of Bishops of the ACNA must consent to the election, and so the bishop-elect will be presented to the college at its meeting in January of 2023. If the bishop-elect receives the consent of the college, he will be consecrated as bishop on February 18th, 2023, and I will retire as your bishop at that time, just short of my 70th birthday. A new section of our diocesan website is being developed for this transition. There will soon be a timeline and a page of frequently asked questions. This is where detailed information will be provided throughout the process, and you can sign up to receive email updates. As prayer has been a hallmark of our diocesan life, I hope that this process will be bathed in prayer, and I would ask that all of our churches and each one of you commit to pray that God would lead us to the one He is calling to be our next bishop. I've been asked what I will do next. I happily say that I have no idea. The Archbishop has asked me to continue to serve as the ACNA's Dean of Provincial Affairs until the end of his term in 2024, and I have agreed to do so. But I know that I need to rest and disengage from the constant travel and from what the Apostle Paul calls the daily pressure of concern for all the churches. And then I'll be seeking the Lord's direction about how He might want me to serve Him in what the world calls retirement. In the meantime, I will continue to minister fully, visiting your churches and doing all that I can to support you. It's a tremendous honor to serve as your bishop, and I'm so thankful for our clergy and our lay leaders, for the members of our Standing Committee, and for our tremendous diocesan staff. And especially, I'm thankful for Meg. She is such an amazing partner who has traveled and shared in all of my visits to your churches, who has such a deep concern for clergy and their families. I can't begin adequately to express my gratitude for her and the privilege of ministering alongside her in these years as your bishop. By God's grace, our diocese is strong, and yet we have much work to do in church planting, and reaching out to those in need, in raising up the next generation of leaders, and proclaiming the gospel in a culture that has lost its way. So let's keep at it, for God's glory and for the spread of His kingdom. Thank you all.